ghouls and ghosties, and happy holiday season to you. So we are officially past Thanksgiving and we're on to the next holiday season, whatever that means for you and your family and your household. But for our household, that means that it is Christmas. Now, if you are a new ghoul and or ghosty, what we do on this channel around the holiday season is we decorate for creepy Christmas. Again, if you're new, this channel is a very spooky-centric channel. We are all about Halloween over here, all about the spookiness. So, of course, I love to intermingle that partially in the house with the Christmas stuff. Spookiness plus Christmas equals creepy Christmas. And that's what we do in our basement. Upstairs and in the rest of the house, we do kind of classic, normal Christmas decor. But down in the basement, I kind of get my own little area to do with what I please. And what I please is to do spooky Christmas, creepy Christmas, Gothmas, whatever you want to call it. If you missed it last week, we did a haul slash kind of just like unboxing, unloading of all of my creepy Christmas decor, my new stuff from this year, and my old stuff from past years. This is only gonna be the second year ever that I've done this, so I don't have tons and tons, but I do have a pretty good amount, especially obviously because this stuff isn't super readily available. You can't just go to every store and find an entire section of like black, gothic, creepy Christmas items. Actually, I don't think there's any stores that have an entire section of it. We've kind of picked out little chunks of coal from all of the green and red at all the different stores, and we're gonna decorate today. So again, if you did miss last week's and you kind of want to review what we're working with today, feel free to go back and check that out. I'll link it below, but otherwise it's the last video that went up on this channel. But today we're putting it to use and we're gonna do some decorating. So I did do this last year. Some of it may be similar to last year, some might be a bit different. Again, we do have some new items to work with. We also have a few different like layout changes down here to work with that I am still kind of like wrapping my mind around and trying to think about how I'm going to work with. Behind me is kind of the corner of the basement where last year I put the black Christmas tree. Now we have a bar cart and we have a wine fridge. So I've been trying to figure out where I'm gonna put my black Christmas tree, but honestly that might mean that I need to do the black Christmas tree last this year. So we'll start with all of the other decor, which there is plenty of. We have my kind of creepy Christmas village that I put up and put candles around. We have my black wreath, we have my black garland, we have my miniature black Christmas tree, which was left out of the haul last week just because I hadn't found it yet in the crawl space, but I did find it now. And like I said last week, I did creep it decorated from last year. But I love this thing. It's so cute. I think we're just gonna go in whatever order seems right. I don't really have a particular plan in mind here. We just need to decorate together is really kind of what needs to happen. If you were here last week and you saw, I did buy a bunch of kind of like gothic wrapping paper, and I said I was gonna do fake gifts because all of our gifts are under like the main tree upstairs, but down here I still wanted some gifts under the tree and I want to put my gothic wrapping paper to use. So I did seal up a couple boxes that have literally nothing in them. I just wanted a couple different sizes and different shapes to wrap, and I do have like 3 different black and white and gothic wrapping papers. Well, I wanted like more than just 2 of them. So I think I might start with that, though the tree again is gonna be last. I think I'm gonna start with wrapping those. We're gonna move on to the creepy Christmas village after that. Then maybe the garlands and larger pieces, and then the tree. Because I gotta just brainstorm this whole time on where this freaking tree is going. I'm gonna set up the camera as best as possible for everything I'm doing. Though I will say, I've talked about this on the other channel, but I do now have some smart glasses that actually have cameras in them. So I can actually give you like a point of view of what I'm doing. So if suddenly you see that I'm using both hands and you feel like you're moving from a 6'3" point of view, I might be using my new smart glasses just to show you kind of better views of stuff. I suppose we should get decorating. I'm gonna do, I think, fast motion of me wrapping these faux creepy Christmas gifts first. So we're done wrapping. Now, I don't know. I should have bought 2 of these because these ribbons are super cute. I think I'm gonna put it on the big one just because the big one is so big that I think it works better, in my opinion. These just have to be put aside because we do not have the tree yet. I tried to be strategic with the sizing and the patterns so that we could do kind of little setups that are a number of different like sizes and patterns. Like maybe each side of the tree gets something like that. I don't know. So I'm gonna set these aside and we're gonna move on to the village, the creepy Christmas village. I am excited because this is my favorite part. I do still have a head, even though you haven't been able to see my head now for a while. This is where the village goes on this, I guess, shelf. I don't really know what else to call it. I have a bunch of these metal houses, as you guys know. And then I have a few of these large spooky houses like the Salem witch house. So I like to put the big houses on each end. Once I'm done, we're gonna like go through everything and I'll show you like close-ups during the day, at night with the lights off. We're just working with this poor lighting for a little while. So I like to put these at the end. I probably should put away our like regular time of year decor like the loons. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, loons. I think we're gonna want, let's just start playing with this because I don't exactly know what I'm doing yet. So we have a bunch of houses and then of course we have some cars too. I want the cars to look like they're kind of parked up. I think like a vision in my head is this is like on top of a mountain that's like a ski village or something. So like people are pulling up to their little like ski spooky cabins, I guess. Now, I do have a bunch of bottle brush trees from Target in past years also that are black and white. And so I like to just kind of throw these around. I do have different sizes as well. So we have some small and some large. This house could maybe use maybe 2 small. Oh, that's cute. If I could get inside one of them, that would be so cute to put like fairy lights on one of these trees and have it be like in their window. This one might need like a bigger one. We have a handful more, which is perfect because we have other houses to put up. Let's move you guys down a little. Moving it down a little, let's do another house. Like this one, and maybe this one. We have another car, which maybe is like parked on the side of this house. Put a tall tree by this like apartment complex townhouse situation. Well, maybe he's like parked by a tree. Does it need a big tree though? I don't think I have any more big trees. Let's save this last little one for somewhere. And then we have this other large spooky house. Now I know this one's a bit less like ski villagey, but that's okay. I still make it work. With that, I also have this like super creepy haunted tree that I think is gonna go here. And then we have one more car, and it's this like, this pickup kind of car. I think I'm gonna put it on the other side of this house. So I think like that. I feel like this looks weird next to the large car. Again, when I'm done with this shelf and this whole kind of wall, we'll go through it. So I have this candelabra as well that at some point I am getting red candle, like stick candles for, taper candles, whatever you want to call them. Let's switch to the glasses. I feel like this would be a lot easier in a point of view. Okay guys, we are in point of view mode. Here are both of my hands. Here's a look at where I set everything. Here it's supposed to be that they're like on each side of the front door, but I moved that last little one over here. So I think this looks good. I think we're just gonna keep the bottle brushes away from that haunted house because they just fit better with these. Do I not even want to put out the haunted house this year? Kind of reconsidering having this haunted house out at all. It's just not as black as the rest. And then this guy, I have this candelabra, and I don't know yet where I'm putting it. Babadook, Nutcracker, we don't know where we're putting him. We have a snow globe, and these couple dudes. I think we're just gonna take an inventory. We have a store-bought Nutcracker. I have this wreath, which last year I had hanging somewhere here, but obviously we've added some wall art, so it's not gonna fit as well. I did add a little Christmas hat to the lamppost. Oh guys, this is getting stressful. So I think we're gonna put these two on this windowsill to create some symmetry. And I feel like it looks good to then have the snow globe in the middle. Babadook looks good. He might need his own kind of spot. This weird little snowman dude can go there. The witch nutcracker can go by that one. And then this guy can go there. Kind of just throw stuff together. Again, there's not as much like planning and purpose with the creepy Christmas as there is for actual Halloween. The final things that needed a home were these two larger pieces on the ground, the stocking and the decorated small Christmas tree. Last year I put this up on the shelf, but this year I don't think there's room with the lanterns I have up here. So I'm going to see if I can find room to put it on this little side table. I do already have a few things, including these Joanna Parkers that I need to put in storage for the season. And I kind of want to keep this spider guy out and of course the remote basket. So I'm just going to kind of work with this and see how I can fit it well. Tucking the spider under the tree seemed to work pretty well, so I think I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Now, I also need to figure out where I'm going to put this stocking. Last year I hung it by the tree, but this year I don't really think I want to. I think I'm going to take down these two pieces of art on the wall over here and put up the stocking and possibly the wreath. I don't know which one's going to go where, so I guess we'll just mess with this and figure it out. At first I tried putting the stocking up top, but it seemed like it was going to be kind of wonky with the wreath down lower. So I put the stocking on the lower tack and then I put the wreath on the higher one. Luckily this wreath is really lightweight and has a nice bar to hold itself up. I think that looks really cute and works perfectly. I had to clean up a little bit and I also cleared out this corner so we can put the tree back here. So we have this, if you guys remember, the Christmas Monster Mash. Our Monster Christmas Mash. Not sure exactly how this is supposed to be read. Actually decided I'm gonna put this up in the bathroom. There's literally just like not a good spot out there. And we do have some extra room in the bathroom. We already have this in here. You might be thinking, oh, aren't these red candles? We do have red taper candles in here, but I hate how they smell. I'm leaving them in here in case they lose some scent. If they do, I'll use them, but if they don't, they're just disgusting and they give me a headache. So I guess our friend the Babadook can now take his place, which is literally just right here. I think we should just move on to the tree. It literally just hit me today how we've changed the layout, or at least added stuff. I think we're gonna move on to the tree, which is just gonna be a fast motion video. This tree comes in 3 parts, so of course we start off with the base and unfolding everything. There are a few pieces that may fall off here and there. On to the second tier of the tree. Of course, we need to clean up after ourselves. This is not the most expensive Christmas tree, so it definitely drops a lot of needles, if you can even call them that. I guess plastic flitchins or something. I ran into this random section of lights that weren't lighting, so I shook them around a little bit and that kind of helped for a millisecond, and so I decided to pull out and plug back in each light, but in the end I could not figure out what the issue was. Let's just hide it, I suppose, but don't tell anybody. Here is a look at the tree once all the lights are on and the star is on top. I think it looks so pretty, but now we need to add the gifts and the coal to the bottom. I think I'm gonna mix them in with each other just to kind of like spread them out. I don't want one side to just be coal and one side to be gifts. So again, I tried to mix the patterns of the packaging and wrapping paper as well. Here is a look at what the coal with the gifts look like. Mike is very protective of these gifts, apparently, but I really like how these all look together. I just think it fits perfectly. So now that we have all of that done, I think it's time to do the garland. Here is a look at the tree with the pumpkin orange garland put on. I think it really fills it in. This tree, again, is not the most expensive, so it's a bit thin, but once you add stuff to it, it really bulks up, and I'm super, super happy about that. Next, what do we add? Ornaments, and we've got a lot of them. So I'm gonna do this in fast motion as well, but at the end, I will definitely show you guys a look at what the ornaments look like closer up. I want to put the ornaments that I like most kind of up front and in the most like focal point. So that's what I was doing here. The Joannes and stuff like that kind of went on the sides, but the ones that have more meaning to me went up front and kind of near the top. Here is a look at the tree with the lights on. So pretty. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I think there's like the perfect amount of ornaments on here. I'm gonna give you guys just kind of like a quick look at all the ones. Yes, I did pick up those Target eyeballs. I just suddenly was like, you know what, if I don't actually get these, there might be a year in the future where I kick myself for not getting them, so I grabbed them. I really wanted the Christopher Radko pieces to be out front, so they absolutely are. And then, of course, the Salem one is front and center as well. So cute. I'm so excited. I think it's so pretty. And I love the mix of gifts and coal together. I think that's just so, like, perfect. It's like there was a mix of good and bad people in this house, and I'm not going to name names, but yeah.